Music Access. Greeting someone you've just met, you say, "Hello, nice to meet you." Greeting someone you see every morning, you say, "Good morning, have a nice day." Greeting people you run into during the day, you might say things like, "Have you had lunch? The weather's so nice today. Good luck today," and etc., etc. Isn't it amazing how we have so many different ways to say hello and greet one another? And with that short greeting, we make ourselves and that person we're greeting feel a little better. It's a happy Sunday. So, what about using these greetings to make all the people you meet feel good? I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. The first song you heard today, Sunday, June 21st, 2015, was by One Direction. The title's actually Kiss You. Anyways, what's up, Music Access family? How many ways can I greet you? How you guys doing? How you feel? Did you have lunch yet? Are you listening to Music Access? Have you been listening to Music Access? You know, Benji's been looking pretty good lately. Benji's voice sounds awesome. What do you guys think? Yes, lots of many ways. Think about some creative ones and put them up on our message board so I'll check them out. Anyways, our Sunday Corner Scribble Scribble is just that. The corner's for you to think freely and just doodle out your thoughts. It's a chance to, just be honest and think about what was hard, what was embarrassing, what was a proud moment, etc., from a past week. Go ahead and share with us by writing scribble on your title and sending it in. Before that, here's how you can listen and participate. You can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio application on your smartphones and also send us messages through the app using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and leave your messages there on our message board. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. And y'all have been sending in great song requests, so as always, keep them coming by posting up a message on our message board under the title Request. And now before we come back with Scribble Scribble, let's check out two tracks. The first song is Up Tan Funk by Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars, followed by Woo Woo Love on Top by Beyonce. I wanna be with you. If you feel the same, shall we meet here? Will you tell me your story? If you're shy, you can playfully scribble scribble. And if you don't know where to start, you can start with a doodle and scribble scribble. That's how we'll begin our story. I wanna be with you. Our Sunday Corner Scribble Scribble is just that. The corner's for you to think freely and just doodle out your thoughts. It's a chance to be honest and, think about what was hard, what was embarrassing, what was a proud moment. Just kind of reflect on yourself for the past week. So, if you want to write in, go ahead and share with us by writing Scribble Scribble on your title. And now, let's go to our first message, coming from Nia Boo from the USA, saying Scribble Scribble our parents. Ooh. Hi Benji, I'm currently working on writing a rap inspired by my parents. My mom came to America because she was escaping a war-torn country, and my dad came to America because he studied hard to get into university here. When they met, they were both always working and busy, but somehow fell in love. They were broke newlyweds and worked hard to make a comfortable life for me and my brother. I'm so thankful for everything they've done. Do you have any interesting stories about your parents? How did they meet? So, I guess I'll do it in the form of a rap. Yo, check it out, yo. So, before I was born, my parents were working at a company. Yeah, and then they met and fell in love happily. And then out came me. And yeah, that's how they met. That's the start rap. Interesting stories about my parents. Oh, I have one about my mom. So, if my dad is considered the logical one, my mom is cool with her I'm not good at rap, I'm just gonna talk. Anyways, so, my dad is the very kind of logical parent. I touched on this before, but, maybe. My dad's a very logical person, and my mother is very more on the emotional side in terms of that aspect. And part of me is they're very kind of opposite, but at the same time they're very similar when it comes to the effort that goes in for me. I think they both love me very much, and I love my parents. And one of the interesting things is considering how different they are, and their kind of, I guess, methods for raising me were all very kind of mixed, which helped me become the well-balanced person I am today. Yay! But, let's see, an interesting story. Part of the reason I can say I went to, music school is the fact that my mom was there. Because my mom had a lot of ability with music, and, she was with me all the time, helping me practice. And then my dad, on the other hand, he was also really active in terms of all that kind of, helping me with, like, the planning and all that stuff. And especially now that I'm in Korea, my dad's helping me a lot. And so I guess that's an interesting story, I guess, the kind of differences. So, guys, tell me about your parents. Let me know. I'm interested. Go ahead and write by just writing and scribble on your title. And come on, send that stuff in. Alright, now let's check out 2 songs before we move on. The first song, Myself of the Philippines wants to hear I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. And we'll follow it with 1963 by Rachel Yamagata. We're back, and we just heard I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, followed by 1963 by Rachel Yamagata. I'm Benji of B.I.G., and you're listening to Music Access, and we're talking about the memorable events that happened to you this week. So, for our Sunday Corner Scribble, don't just go over the thoughts in your head, but, try writing down your feelings and, jotting them down comfortably, just like you're doodling. Sharing your thoughts here on Sunday, our next Scribble comes from Unita Suino from Indonesia, saying, a week with my boss. Hi, Benji, and hi, all MA family. This week, my boss came to the office for a whole week before going back to Surabaya yesterday. A week with a boss means no more playing hard, and this is the time to work hard, lol. But there's one thing that made me jealous. She and her family go to Japan for this holiday, and I want to go there too. Anyway, have a great Sunday, everyone. What? I'm also extremely jealous. Although, of course, Japan, it's a great country. Let me think. So the whole week, I remember you mentioned, it was hard to watch the video, so that means you could only tune in for the audio. So, but now that the boss is gonna be gone on holiday, now you can turn on the video and stuff like that, and we'll have a super, super, super lot of fun. And I just recommend, talking to your boss. Just be like, so, hey, boss, I know you're going to Japan soon, and, you're going to have a lot of fun. Can you bring me back some delicious goodies? And then your boss might be like, of course, Unita. Of course, I was going to bring goodies back for everyone. Or she might be like, who are you? Why are you talking? No, I'm just kidding. But, I'm pretty sure if your boss goes somewhere, she might bring back something delicious. So, hopefully she does. And then go ahead and show us on how she did. Nice. Alright, before we move on, let's check out 2 more songs. The first song is Superman by Joe Brooks, followed by Pony by Casey Chambers, requested by Samantha of Australia. Yes, we just heard Victoria by CM Blue, followed by Only One by Boa. And our Sunday Corner Scribble, remember, if you didn't get a chance to write in, this corner is for, just us to think freely and doodle out our thoughts and just be honest and think about what was hard, what was embarrassing, what was a proud moment, just an all-around chill, write anything you want corner. Go ahead and share with us by writing Scribble on your title as we continue on to our second hour. But before that, let's check out 2 songs before we continue on. The first song is Get by Urban Zacapa featuring Beanzino, followed by Hug Me by Crush featuring Gecko, requested by Anne Sophie of Malaysia. We're back, and we just heard Get by Urban Zacapa featuring Beanzino, followed by Hug Me by Crush. And it is the end of our first hour. Right after a short break, we'll continue on with Scribble Scribble in the second hour, introducing your messages and thoughts. Coming back to the second hour, we'll listen to the song Little Do You Know by Alex and Sierra, and as always, be right back. You're listening to Music Access with me, Benji of B.I.G., and our first song starting off the second hour of our show for Sunday, June 21st was The Great Escape by Boys Like Girls. Here's how you can listen and participate on Music Access. You can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio application on your smartphone and also send us messages through the app using the comment function. And you can also listen to us by visiting our website www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and leave your messages there on our message board. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. Alright, before we move on, let's check out two songs. The first song is Always Belong to You by Michelle Shapiro, followed by Made for More by Sam Ock. What's up? You're listening to the second hour of Music Access for Sunday, and we just heard two songs, Always Belong to You by Michelle Shapiro, followed by Made for More by Sam Ock. Our Sunday Corner Scribble Scribble is like using Music Access as a big notepad. Just as you would jot down your ideas, thoughts, and what's been on your mind without thinking too much on a notepad, you can send them in to us the same way so we can all share. It'll be your messages filling up this corner, so feel free to just jot down anything that comes up on your mind. And our next message comes from Danae De Leon from the USA saying, Benji, I'm sending this message real quick. I don't have a lot of time, but I have 56 pages of notes to turn in for work. And I work with CPS or Child Protective Services, so it's a lot of work. Please help cheer me up and give me some strength. Love you. No, 56 pages of notes. I can't even imagine. I don't think in my entire life I've had to turn in 56 pages of notes. I mean, I've taken notes in school that were maybe, systematically organized via the whole, year as maybe, 50-ish, maybe like a little bit of a journal, but 56, that's so much. How can you do that much work? I mean, Danae, you're doing a lot of work, and you're doing it well, and you're working hard, so you're doing a good job. Keep up the good fight, and of course, you are in that CPS, so protecting those kids, you can do it. Good luck, and don't forget to also sleep a little bit, because sleep is very important. Fighting! Alright, now let's check two tracks before we continue on. The first track is 유리구슬 by 여자친구, followed by 밤과 음악 사이 by B.I.G. Yeah, we just heard 유리구슬 Glass Bead by 여자친구 or Girlfriend, followed by 밤과 음악 사이 Between Night and Music by B.I.G. You're listening to Music Access and our corner Scribble Scribble, and our next message comes from Tony from the Philippines, saying, I was really surprised because of Kimberly on Monday. The reason was because she wrote about the time she and I spent together for Time Traveler's Mailbox. I was really happy and surprised to hear you reading Kimberly's message, so I want to say something to her right now. Hey Kimberly, thanks a lot. OMG, that really surprised me. Thank you too, Benji. I'm here in Italy because my parents are here also. Kimberly and I usually talk about how funny you are on Music Access. Thanks again, that made me really happy. Tony. Oh, so your parents are in Italy. And Kimberly, if you were listening, Tony just gave you a shout out. Italy because your parents are there. So, I mean, the whole family's there. I'm sure you'll have a blast then, Italy, enjoying the food, the sunken city, the fashion, just the general atmosphere. I haven't been to Italy before, but it's definitely a country that I want to visit. It seems so romantic, the whole Leaning Tower of Pisa, the stereotypical picture that everyone takes. Take a lot of pictures, enjoy your time there, and, keep the friendship because you and Kimberly seem really, really tight, and it looks great. Alright, now let's check on 2 tracks before we move on back. The first song is Cupid by Kara, followed by I Need You by 방탄소년단. We're back, and we just heard Cupid by Kara, followed by I Need You by 방탄소년단. And let's go to our next message for Scribble Scribble, coming from Joanna from the USA, saying, Hello DJ Benji and MA family. Really enjoyed the show last Sunday. Thank you DJ Benji for being so goofy and cute for us listeners, and this is a compliment. Monday's segment was also great. Thank you, Karen. Zion T is just the best. I love his song, Eat. Karen will be back tomorrow for All That K, and I'll be looking forward to it. And, well, wish you all an amazing day and take care. Much love from Joanna. That's right. This past Monday we discussed music, and we touched on Show Me the Money and I'm Pretty Rap Star. And we talked a little bit about Zion T, in which I am a huge fan of his. And it was a lot of fun, that show. And Goofy on the Sunday show, I think it's great. Sunday show's a great, great, great time for us to relax and just talk about, all the thoughts that come into our head. And so, I think I've mentioned this before, but just the freedom that presents itself on this corner is exceedingly great. We talk about everything, and ever since we introduced this corner, I feel like the variety of messages that we get is, it's actually really cool because I'm getting messages that I never expected to receive, and it feels like, we're just getting a little bit closer, you and me via the radio. So, thank you for this corner, and thank you for writing that message. Next time, and the more we have, All That K, we'll talk about more and more stuff, and you'll definitely feel the passion igniting for topics about K culture. Alright, and before we continue on, let's check out 2 more songs. The first song is 한여름밤의 꿀 by Reina featuring Sunny, followed by Balling by Primary featuring 혁오. Yeah. We just heard 한여름밤의 꿀 by Reina featuring Sunny, followed by Balling by Primary featuring 혁오. This title had me fooled. I thought it said 한여름밤의 꿈, but it was actually 한여름밤의 꿀, which means Midsummer Night Honey, not dream. It's a play on words, see? Korean pop got you thinking. Anyways, continuing on to more messages, we have, I was surprised to get this, we got Kwon Ju-hyun from the studio next door. I don't know if you guys know who she is. She's the one reading the news before Music Access. She has the amazing accent and the powerful voice, saying, Benji, I always follow your Music Access, which is really nice and powerful. What do you think about me following your word? Ha ha ha. I'd like to sound cute like you, but can't. Wishing you the best. It's so funny because every day before I come to Music Access, or rather before the show starts and I'm in the studio, she's reading, the news and all the daily, updates on the world. And before Music Access starts, this whole greeting going on, 수고하셨습니다, that kind of stuff, non-verbally, of course. And to have her write in, first of all, thank you so very, very much for writing in. And I'm pretty sure you can sound cute if you wanted to. You can do it, I believe. It's weird because, of course I see her in the studio and, she's very pretty, she's a nuna to me, a little older than me. But otherwise, thank you for listening to Music Access. And if you continue to listen on, of course, I'm sure we'll have even greater times. So definitely stick around for that. Thank you very, 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 very much. And before we continue on, let's check out 2 more songs. The first song is I Wish by Cher Lloyd featuring T.I., followed by Feel So Close by Calvin Harris. We just heard Rude by Magic, and it is actually time to say goodbye. Our last song for today is Closer by Corinne Bailey Ray. This was Benji of B.I.G., and as always, I'll be back.